back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome the great Monty Mitchell back to the podcast. Hey, Monty. Thanks for
Hey, Joe.
being back on the podcast. Fan favorite, legendary Tennessean comedian, one of the biggest there's ever been. It's the great Monty Mitchell.
Thank you, Joe.
So excited to have
Thank
you
you.
back. Happy Halloween, Monty.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Did you go to a Halloween party last night?
I did not know. I stayed home and ate some pizza.
That is not what I thought you was going to say.
What'd you think I was going to do?
When you said ate, I was like, booty.
No,
Stayed home and ate some booty.
not on Halloween. Not at Halloween Eve.
Mm.
No, I don't go to. Why would I go to a Halloween party?
I don't know, dude. They're fun. You did it back in the day, right?
I think I did one,
Are you serious?
maybe two.
I love adult Halloween parties.
Oh, I don't.
Girls dress up all slutty.
Yeah, I just don't.
No?
I think Halloween's for kids. I think it's
Okay.
supposed to be for kids, and I think adults have just taken it over and tried to make it
Yeah,
about them when they don't need to. You know,
they have, but
I'm
it's
I'm
it's a fun
anti Halloween party.
It's a fun excuse to party.
Yeah, but just do it like an adult. Just fucking go and relax and have a couple drinks and enjoy yourself. Instead of
Dressing up's fun, Joe.
I know everyone's trapped into being a child, so we like to everyone's still doing they want to do the same shit they did as a kid but as an adult. And I think it just takes away from the kids. It's Halloween. It's a child's day, you know. I just don't
Okay.
do you ever remember your parents having Halloween parties?
No,
Mine either.
no.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
have, yeah. It's like this generation took it over. My generation took it over and made it. We got to have our adult night,
Yeah, because we don't want to grow up.
I guess.
We want to be fucking whatever.
Just an excuse to dress up, get drunk. Just, just, it's having fun, Joe.
Just be an alcoholic like a goddamn normal
Yeah,
adult.
but you got to do it while you're in a Jason costume. You're Mike Myers. You get drunk in a Mike Myers mask. You know, it's different. You get drunk normally any other time, but during you get one night to dress up like Freddy Krueger and you know touch your lady's butt with your scissor hands, and it's just different. It's fun.
Okay, I mean, I get that it's fun. I understand it, but I think it's stupid still. I think we should just leave the things to the kids.
Okay.
Let them have Halloween.
All right.
We
Okay.
take everything else from them and go, this is going to be about me getting drunk somehow. And that's all it is. It's all it ever is.
Oh
Did you go to a Halloween party? You're fucking out here defending them like you had your own
no,
last night.
I haven't been to one in years and years. I don't. But used to, used to.
Why'd you stop? Since it's
Oh,
so fucking magical.
right.
Did you fucking
Yeah.
go, hey, this is kind of stupid, and maybe I shouldn't do this anymore?
You just change friends.
Okay.
You change friends, and the
And-
things that you did do, you don't
yeah.
anymore, and you pick up other things that you do, right? Different things.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
It was before comedy, I guess. So it's
yeah.
been a while.
You have a monster truck, a remote control car, so I see why you're the type of guy that would like a Halloween party.
I, dude, I have more fun than any grown man should. There's no grown man that has more fun than me. It's all about fun all the time, and it's a rock crawler.
Yeah, sorry.
But you did very good. You did very good. I
Hey,
thought you was just gonna get it, and you was just gonna floor it through all the rocks and stuff, but you didn't.
nah,
You
nah.
kept it under control, and you drove it like it was supposed to, because
Thank you.
it's not just getting in there going full blast and bashing it. it's a control thing. It's very relaxing, is it not?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's about the
And we,
climb.
yeah, and you had a smile on your face the whole
Oh,
time.
it was fun. It was fun.
So
So maybe I don't know. Maybe if I gave a Halloween party a shot, I'd have fun there too.
yeah, yeah, you should you should let your inner child out every now and then, Joe.
I think I
You've
do.
I think it's you shut down like at 12 years old and you've just been a man. You probably was drinking coffee at 12, reading the newspaper, you know.
No, no. I never went to any Halloween parties, and then the one I did go to, it was just like a regular. It was just like the same thing we always did, but people were just dressed up.
Yeah,
So,
that's
you know,
that's that's the fun part of it. You're dressing up.
I guess so. I guess that was the fun part, but it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe that's
Okay.
why is because I never did that type of thing really.
Okay.
And then I
All
went to
right.
one in Washington D.C., but it was like real yuppie. It wasn't in
Yeah.
someone's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever I was in eighth grade, uh, I went to this. We're in junior high. Went to this girl had a Halloween party in the basement. Um, where we decided there's like three of us, three dudes that we're gonna go. We took some of this girl's toilet paper out of the bathroom, two rolls. We're gonna go roll somebody's house, but we're out in the middle of the country. We're on like a country road, and so we got two rolls of toilet paper and we take off walking and we walk forever down this country road. No street lights, there's we find a house, we find a trailer, a single wide trailer. It has a big oak tree out there with good branches for throwing, toilet paper. We don't know who this person is, nothing. But the dudes have the toilet paper. There's only two rolls. So they're out there, they're throwing in the yard and I have nothing to do. So I start peeing in the street. I'm just, rebel, right? Well, at one point somebody rolls the guy's mailbox and sets it on fire. Like rolling the tree wasn't enough, you know? And now we're setting the guy's mailbox on fire. And dude comes out with a gun, shoots it in the air. He's like, "Hey, you motherfuckers!" And we all take off running back towards Robin's house. But I'm kind of behind everybody. They were, I guess they saw the dude already, and they'd already was gone. So it was just me and this guy, and I'm running like hell, dude. And I can hear him behind me, and I can see his flashlight hitting the road as he's running, and um, I don't even see them guys anymore. And I get to Robin's house. I'm gonna run down to the basement. It's a real steep yard, and I hit the grass. There's the leaves, and I just slip and fall and slid all the way down this hill, and I can still hear the dude. And I just put my hoodie up over my head. He's got a gun. I put my hoodie up over my head and I just lay there, just still as could be. And it felt like for like 30 minutes. And I can hear him up there at the top of the road. Like, he's got his flashlight. And, but it was probably 10 minutes, that I was out there. And whenever I felt like he was gone, I got up and went into the house. Dude, I was a fucking rock star whenever I walked in that house. They had already come up with their own stories, I was being held hostage. I was tied to a chair, in this guy's single wide trailer. I don't know. But I was a rock god and I
Just because you made it back. These people
yeah,
sound like shitty. They didn't give you any toilet paper and then they bailed on you.
yeah. Well, it's all for one for all whenever guy comes out with a gun. And but anyways, whatever stories they come up
Fucking
with,
left you in a ditch for dead. And
yeah.
we're
But
already coming up
whatever
with their alibis and how
but whatever story they come up with while I was out
Jesus.
there, I come in and dude, I was the shit for that evening. Everybody, oh my God, what did he do to you? He didn't get me. He didn't get me. But they had already come up with their stories while I was out there waiting on him. Anyway, so he called the police. But the police did not show up. I guess they were busy. So like a fire truck came out to
Put out the fire.
the house. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It's just a mailbox. I don't think it really, and it's just toilet paper. I don't think it really burnt
It burns pretty
that
quick.
much. It was like the fire department come to her house, and everybody was like, "Oh God, they're coming to arrest you." And I'm like, "It's the fire department." And they're like, "You should hide." So I hid.
You went
I
back
took off
out.
my
Went
I
back
took
out
off
in the
my
ditch.
shirt. Yeah, I took off my shirt so I wasn't wearing whatever thought I was being clever. But yeah. Uh so that's my best Halloween party. I
And
was so cool. I was so cool that night, Joe.
this was, you said it was 8th grade.
8th grade. Maybe ninth, but still. It was junior high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow you're still defending adult Halloween parties.
Maybe
Even though that was the
maybe that's
best
what it
one.
is. Maybe that's what it is that
You
memory.
peaked in 8th grade. Were you guys even drunk?
No.
You were
No.
just out there having a six
Yeah, just
person
being.
6-person Halloween party.
No, there was a bunch of people there, but we
Oh,
had just
okay.
it was just us that broke off to go do some mischief.
With 2 rolls of toilet paper.
2 rolls of toilet paper.
That's
Probably all she had.
That's a weak TPing job. But I'm glad you had
It is a week,
a great
but
time, and I'm glad
it
you're
was
no
probably the
longer
first.
friends with those people because they
I don't even
abandoned you.
remember who. I don't even remember who it was. I don't remember who. I don't. I remember it was Robin Wright's Halloween party, and it was the best Halloween party ever. So
I think you might have just, what is it called, doxed somebody when
I
you
don't
say
know what that.
you say people's first and last name. I don't
Oh,
know.
I did,
It
didn't I?
don't
Yeah.
matter. I don't think we'll get.
Oh, she knew that was the best Halloween party ever. She deserves recognition.
She's probably got a different name at this point too.
She probably does.
Yeah, she seems like a real.
She'll never see this,
Seems like
but
a real catch.
if I could give her a little shout out.
Sure. Yeah, we'll find her Instagram.
Yeah.
Fucking tag it in the description.
Yeah.
Y'all find this
No.
stranger of a woman that Monty had a good Halloween party at.
Yeah, the best one.
In 8th grade, which was probably what, 1974, something like that.
Oh, thank you, Robin Wright.
You guys smoking your reefer for the first time, listening to fucking Dark
No,
Side
I
of the
don't.
Moon.
That was probably.
You're old.
I don't remember. When did you first drink at like a party? Do you remember?
Oh man,
That was probably 10th grade for me. I think.
man, not really. I'm trying to think. It might have been. I probably wasn't. I was probably like 19, dude, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I went and visited my buddy at college.
You didn't do any high school
Not really.
party?
I had a couple beers,
Yeah.
like two warm Budweisers when I was like 15.
Doesn't take much at that age.
What's all we had? We had 4, so we split the 2.
Yeah.
I had I remember how I got them. It was my sister's what's the party after you graduate high school? Open house? You have like an open house party, something like that?
I don't. We didn't.
People bring you
Bar
cards,
mitzvah?
with $20. I think it's called an open house. But
We didn't.
after everybody had left, my uncle, he lived next door. He's over, and he's fucking hammered. He's fucking shit-faced hammered, and he's trying to carry like a ripped case of Budweiser home, and he fucking falls over, and they go rolling. And I remember I grabbed a few of them while because he picked him up. He was embarrassed, so he just scurried off, and they were like 4. So I fucking took them and put them under my bed for probably whatever it was, 3 fucking months before me and my buddy
Really?
come. Oh yeah. So dude, I got a few beers. I don't fucking know.
All right.
But yeah,
Nah,
he
I
fucking
think.
fell in the driveway, spilled a bunch of beers.
I had it was dude named Chris Westmoreland, and we had a party. He had a party, and somebody had brought like a little jar of liquor. I don't even know what it was. Man, it was just like that, and we split it. And I really didn't drink it, but you know, anything at that age and the first time, you think you're drunk,
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
just running around all crazy, acting stupid, like and probably wasn't, but I
yeah,
thought I was.
yeah. I mean, you're probably because even like especially if you drink liquor, like you can. Did you feel that if you haven't
I
drank in a while or
felt,
whatever, you take a little shot or something like that.
yeah,
You get a little tingling in your toes. Even
yeah,
as an adult, you're like, oh, this is kind of fun. So probably
yeah,
you probably were a little buzzed.
yeah. So yeah, I was,
Even if you just tasted it, your fucking
yeah,
little fucking virgin gums, getting a little whiskey on there for the first time. I'm
yeah,
sure you'll be buzzing.
yeah. So yeah, I did that. Ended up making out with a girl on the bed, and yeah,
Ooh,
so
pussy slayer.
oh, he was just tongue kissing, Joe.
Oh yeah, I bet. I
Yeah,
bet.
yeah,
Fucking
but
nutting in your trousers.
probably, probably, but yeah, those are fun times. And it's always about this time of year. The parties during school, they always happen about the fall, your Halloween, you know. So, uh it's a good time. It's a good time of year.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
never
then winter's coming and I hate winter. If we could do fall and spring and summer and skip winter.
You can. You just have to move.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you got to get involved in the weather engineering business, Monty, if you want to get rid of winter.
Oh, the contrails,
Yeah, so chemtrails, contrails, lasers. They're
chemtrails.
doing it with everything nowadays. They make clouds.
Lasers?
Sure, lasers. Yeah, harp, dude. You never heard of harp?
Yeah, I've heard of harp.
Yeah,
But I
that's
thought that was like scanning the ground.
nah. I think it's a laser that shoots in the sky and creates hurricanes and tornadoes.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, I didn't party much at all growing
That's
up.
crazy. Okay.
Even, I still never really have. I don't like fucking being around a bunch of people for no fucking reason. I don't.
You're such a grouch.
I'm not a grouch. That's not me being grouchy. I just don't enjoy it. I really just don't enjoy it.
I don't like a lot of people. Ooh, fuck them.
I don't. Especially for no reason other than to be fucking stupid. Which is what the parties are. They're fine when you're young, but I didn't even enjoy them then. Nah, I don't want to be around people. Not like that.
Yeah,
I
fine.
remember there was one time, it was the day, the night of our graduation. We were seniors and they did something back at the high school, some like party
Like an
to
all-nighter. So you
no,
Joe wasn't out
not
drinking on the
even.
road.
No, I guess it was trying to deter people from like getting hammered, but it was from like 8 to 10. So there's only like 2 hours or something like that.
10
But
o'clock is the perfect time to start
that
raising hell.
that's what happened. So somebody had a keg and it was like, okay, I'll go to this place. I'm probably not going to drink, but I'll go. But I get there and they had a broken tap. So they couldn't get the keg open. And I was like, well, there's just a bunch of people here that I really don't want to be around. And there's no beer. Not that maybe I would have drank, maybe I wouldn't have. I was like, I'm just going to fucking leave. And right as I get in my car, the fucking cops show up. And I was like, I'm just going to fucking skate out of here and let everybody else deal with it. But nobody got in trouble because the fucking tap was broken. So they just had a
Why
keg.
didn't
They had a keg of beer they couldn't drink.
they still had a keg of beer? Everybody's underage.
Yeah.
That right there is enough, right?
Well, you just go, it's my
Okay.
mom's or something
Good.
like that. But because nobody had anything in a cup, and because
Good.
there was nobody, I guess nobody got everyone had to leave, I think, but nobody really got in trouble.
Okay. I like that. I
Yeah.
mean, I think if it was here, just because you had the keg and you was underage, they would have
Maybe
took.
it might have depended on the cop too.
But
Maybe
yeah,
they
that's a good cop.
maybe they
That's a
did
good
take the
cop.
keg or
We're already
something.
bummed out. We broke the keg.
Yeah.
You know, don't kick us while we're down. Kick me in the nuts while I'm already crying.
But I left right on time. It was just like that's the first kind of party experience I have is showing up and going, I don't want to be fucking here. And I'll leave. And then as soon as I leave, the cops show up. And I was like, fuck, dude, why would I ever want to do this ever?
So what's your idea of maximum? Like 5 people? Is that a good?
Five
Is that a
people,
good hang?
yeah, that could be fine. Yeah, even that, like three, I think is ideal.
Okay.
For I could handle more,
Yeah.
but I think three is ideal for like a decent hang. Maybe four, depends on the people too. But if it's just a bunch of fucking people, just a
Yeah.
bunch of fucking people, it's like nah, fuck that,
Yeah.
fuck that. But yeah,
Do 3, 4. Everybody's in the same conversation. It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
probably a everybody's got a something to contribute, but it's
yeah.
not over stimulating.
Yeah, and
You
then
know,
when
people break off their own.
somebody doesn't, the other two can carry it, sort of thing, until you build momentum back. So like two is good, three is good, five. That's when people will start kind of breaking off and like getting
Yeah,
three over here and two over here, which
you're
is
right.
fine, which
Nah,
is fine
yeah,
because
yeah,
sometimes you need a break from people and you want to have a different conversation. That's good too. Then you can have private conversations with people while the momentum is still going on of a good hang. But after
yeah.
that,
We did the fire pit, and Casey was out there for a little bit,
that
but
was
it was
good.
just the 4 of us,
Wait, five,
just
five for a
just
minute.
5 for a minute. But then
Yeah,
it was just my sister, her man, me, and
yeah.
you, and
Discussing Israel.
we was, we
discussing
was.
discussing
That
Israel
was that was a good night.
and
Oh my
comedy.
God, I woke up so hungover the next
Israel and
day.
comedy. I didn't.
I did not realize. I didn't think I drank that much, but
I didn't think you did either. You certainly weren't.
I,
You weren't drinking any of the shine. Maybe a couple.
I don't know. I woke up, felt like doo doo.
Your body's
And
giving out on you.
it got worse as the day went on. So
Probably.
whenever you went home, uh, yeah, it really like. I think you were keeping the hangover feeling off. So we went down to the creek, sweated a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. But it was like after you left, all the excitement was gone, and it just like really hit
Fucking
hard.
that dopamine crash.
Yeah,
Well, maybe you'll do the thing too, where like even if you're hungover, you'll start ripping cigarettes. And if I'm like hungover, the fucking worst thing is a cigarette.
really.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that makes everything worse.
I don't know. I think it may be, but in my brain, I need the cigarette I need a stimulant to get me squared away again
Yeah,
or something. I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know.
I
It
was,
probably is. I know it's not the best thing, but I feel like I need it. I don't know.
huh, no, I can't. But maybe that's why they caught up to you, something like that. Or you were
And
just busy,
I feel like
fucking driving
anymore.
the race car.
I feel like anymore, really, that's probably the biggest part of a hangover is that I probably smoked, a pack of cigarettes in 4 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's,
They suck you dry.
yeah,
They
I
just
think that's the
dehydrate you.
bigger part of my hangover
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, yeah,
But you know how you start drinking, start smoking, drinking, smoking.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
It
did.
just starts going, good conversation, gonna smoke that cigarette. Well, yeah, man.
Yeah, even if, yeah, I did that fucking Friday at that show in Marion, Illinois.
Ooh, I had two this week.
Oh, I
One
got to
was
get you in touch with that dude, man. That place was pretty. That was fun. That was a good little
Yeah.
show. They advertised it as a Halloween party, or a costume contest was going to go on during the show, but dude,
Everybody came dressed up.
nobody did. I was sitting in the truck before I went in, and I had a costume, but I was just wearing a T-shirt because I was like, let me fucking feel this out before. And I just watching people walk in just in regular clothes, and there's not that many people. And it was the host dressed up, Bryce, he was great, and then the guy he runs the show with, his son came to the show with his wife, and they dressed up, and that was it. So there was like no costume contest. The contest was going to be you get free tickets to the show, but it's like they already helped like hang up banners and shit. Like they already kind of worked for the show, and I said, well, we can't give you guys tickets to the show. It looks bad or some shit. I don't fucking know. But nobody dressed up because it was a place for adults. It was an adult fucking weekend. We came out, we did a comedy show. Nobody had to look like a fucking idiot, but they decided to anyway. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it was an adult fucking Halloween thing.
Yeah.
It was great. People were like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
But it was in like a, it was
I don't like doing it
nice
at a bar. I like doing it at somebody's house.
It wasn't. It was like an event. It was like a super fucking swanky place. It was Celebrations Event Center. So it's like, it's used for like weddings and receptions and shit like that. So it was like a nice fucking place in a real nice neighborhood.
Was there a bunch of people there?
Not a bunch, no. But I'm sure they have, it's Halloween weekend. So all the other people were probably probably fucking retarded like you. Doing the fucking Halloween parties. But we had, this was great. You do fucking classy shows for classy fucking people on Halloween weekend. People ain't going to Halloween fucking parties.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Thanks.
But
so
no,
we did a show.
Light crowd.
We did a show in Lebanon Wednesday, and that one was sold out, like packed to the ceiling.
Did you headline it?
No. There was a dude from out of town. But I fucking bombed so hard. I tried to sneak in a little Hamas joke, and they were not going to have any of it.
What's the joke? Do you want to tell the joke? Or just
sure.
Yeah, what's the joke? I'll tell you if it's funny or not. I'll give you an honest.
Okay.
I'll give you an honest one.
The paraglider. Do you see the video of the paraglider coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's their Top Gun. That was their Maverick. Like, they were so proud of that moment.
That's fun. That's a fun one, yeah.
Yeah. And then the girl that got kidnapped on the motorcycle. You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible, right? That's a horrible thing that happened. But a motorcycle is the easiest kidnap car to escape from, right? All you do is let go of his belly. I mean, you've got to hold on to his belly to be kidnapped. Right? You just let go of his belly and you fall off the back and you're free.
That's a great joke. The
Top
Gun one's
shut down.
Top Gun one's fine, but the fucking let go of the belly, dude, that's a great joke.
And they hated it. They shut down on me.
Because it's a bunch of pussies.
It's not even a pro-Hamas, I wasn't doing, but they shut down on me.
No, but people are fucking stupid, and, Did you do it? Did you do it up top?
Kind of in the middle.
Okay.
So I had them a little bit.
How long were you doing?
10 minutes.
Okay.
I probably did do it kind of up top, actually.
You probably did. You probably didn't want to get into your regular jokes, so you fucking hemmed and hawed around for a couple minutes, and then you're like, let me do my Hamas joke.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it went.
Probably 3 minutes in.
I was like fucking around with the venue, and then I probably did do it.
What do you do?
Right in the beginning.
All right. Try to feel them out, see if you like them, see if they like you. They probably weren't. For whatever reason, it's probably 50-50, and you're like, all right, let's do a Hamas joke. Dude, the paraglider, fucking, that's a great joke. Or no, the fucking motorcycle one. Paraglider's good too, but that's a good fucking joke. People just aren't. Dude, people are stupid. You got to go. If you went to, I don't know, maybe the cities, they'd like it more. Where were you at? Were you like a bar or a venue? What were the types of people there?
Brewery.
A brewery. Bunch of fucking yuppies.
Probably.
Bunch of pro-Israel.
I mean, it was
yuppies.
packed. Oh, and the first two dudes like blew the windows out of the place. I mean, it was a hot crowd, and then I come in there and just ruined it.
They were probably doing fucking square ass jokes. They were, you know.
I don't remember, but
see, sometimes that's like a misconception, I think. Well, I think we just maybe feel that way sometimes, that it's not always about these fucking audience people to make them laugh, you know? It's like sometimes we got to have our own little bit of fun up here. And tell some jokes that we know are good deep down. Yeah. But we know, did you think they were going to like that Hamas joke? Or were you like, this is a good joke. I'm pretty sure they won't like it, but I'm going to tell this fucking joke anyway.
I thought it was just a good joke. I don't think I thought about whether or not.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
They were going to like it or not.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good joke.
It is a good joke.
But
everyone's so fucking uptight.
I said something leading up to it because I was on the fence about whether to tell it or not, but I'd said something about the girls being slutty for Halloween, and like they can make anything slutty. Like, I'm going to be Pope Francis, but slutty. I'm going to be Hamas, but slutty. And I think that's what triggered me to go ahead and tell it. Okay. It was organic, you know. So I just went ahead and went into it.
Did they think they saying Hamas is slutty was funny?
No, they did not. But at that point, I was already going, dude. Digging. I was already in.
Digging.
It was no stopping.
Yeah. I
know they did not laugh at that either. No, but I kept on.
Did you get them back? Did you get them back?
Yeah, a little bit at the end, but not like the guys before me. Not like them, man. They killed it. So
how'd the person after you do? Did you ruin the whole show?
She did good.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we did a show Friday, and so now I'm wanting, my redemption. And so I went from this one that's sold out, packed to the roof, and we go to do this one, and it's at a swanky, fancy place over in the Belcourt area.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And there's like 4 people showed up.
I bet you murdered.
It was better. It was better than that one in 11. But, I felt like a failure. After pissing off all these people in Lebanon.
Yeah.
I made 4 people laugh at Belcourt. So, that's good enough. I'm like, yeah, I still got it.
It's all about finding your audience, We're not palatable people for the masses. You can be if you want. If you wanted to behave yourself.
You can be.
And just wanted to lock in and do a set at the brewery. Just do a fucking regular jack off fucking stupid ass set. Boring set for you. But it's probably going to work and make the show fine. But you're like, nah, I got some jokes I want to tell. And you guys are here, and I want to tell these jokes tonight. So that's what I'm going to do. I do the same thing where it's like, no, I'm glad you're here, but like, no, I'm not. You got to pay me more if you want that.
Yeah, I think, but and I did have little pockets of people that thought the motorcycle was.
Oh yeah, of course,
funny.
Of course. There's always some lunatics.
But for the most part, it was. Oh,
it's always the people that don't laugh out loud that like those type of jokes. When nobody else is laughing, and then they come up after like that was a great joke. It's like, well, why didn't you didn't you laugh at all? You didn't laugh at all. It's like, I don't laugh out loud, but I love these types of jokes. It's like, oh, fuck off then.
It is true though that we can do our generic,
Do
we
the
can
job.
do our, we know what works, and for some reason I can't do it.
No,
You know,
I don't want
I
to.
have
I don't
to.
want to.
Yeah, I don't. I can give you what you want, but I don't want to.
I don't feel like it. No, this
I
ain't
want to.
not at
I
like
want to
a
do what I want.
not at a brewery show or anything like that. No.
So that's what I told. It was Corey Knox, and I told him after that, I was like, "Man, I'm sorry. You know, you can let me come back. I'll redeem myself." He goes, "Nah, man." He goes, "I love the fearlessness. You just go up there and do it."
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So
Gotta be
yeah,
a beacon of hope for these fucking people out here.
yeah,
Can't be a coward.
it's right.
Could be. Could be.
It's not fun.
No. No. And that's why we're here. Together. Because we're like, nah, fuck these people. No offense. Like, no disrespect, but no. Especially with a joke where you know it's good. Where you could just see the mechanics of the joke, and you go, this is a joke, and it's a funny joke. But everyone's so up their own fucking ass too that they probably didn't. They don't even listen to the joke. They heard Hamas, and then they
heard
stopped,
Hamas
and they
shut
stopped
down.
listening. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they go, they didn't even pay attention to what the fuck the joke was. You know.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be stupid half the time to fucking do comedy.
I guess so.
You got to be dumb as shit and just fucking make everything dumb because people aren't paying attention that well sometimes. They're not really listening.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like buzzwords. Yeah, I guess that's just everything now. That's just people in general. But, you know, it is what it is. But then the weird thing is sometimes people get it too. How many times have you told that joke? This is probably the first one. Yeah, of course. That's even better. That's even better. It's like, no, I've never even told this joke before, but I'm going to give it a go tonight. But, you know, you find the right, you know, East Room. Maybe at the East Room, people will fuck with that joke there.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Maybe it's too fresh, but I think that's the best time to tell it while it's still hot.
You'd fucking think, but everyone's so goddamn soft. Going to Halloween parties, being stupid. Not listening to good jokes. It's a product of the times, you know.
Yeah.
It's a rough life out here for us.
So what do you got this week coming up?
Yes. doing set you have to do. I'm in Albany this weekend.
All right.
Out there with Weber at the Funny Bone up there. And then Bridgeport, and then the holidays. So I'll be back in Michigan for a bit.
Good.
Bumming around up there around family. Yeah, my dad had a heart surgery a couple weeks ago. He got it.
How's he doing?
That was the fucking day I left your house. He says he's doing fine, you know, but it's still like, you know, he's doing all right.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he old school?
According
old
to him.
School tough guy.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna tell you.
That's what
he ain't gonna tell you, even if he was.
He didn't tell us he was even having the surgery until it was already done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm fine. And it's like, you have a thing on your heart now. And he's like, well, it was just, it just wasn't beating right.
That's them dudes. You'll never know anything's wrong.
No.
Till they're dead.
No. He had cancer. Like when I was probably like 11, 12, he didn't tell nobody that until he was getting deep into chemotherapy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was just kind of keeping it to himself. Don't want people worrying when you're fine, dude. You don't need that. You don't need people to worry about you when you know you're doing okay. So why would you tell them anything ever? Pretty wild. Yeah, dude.
They'll know something's wrong whenever you're in the casket.
Pretty much. And that's like when I saw him, because I did Indianapolis a couple weeks ago. That was a great fucking time. And then I went up there and I went to see him. He's like, he just, did your sister tell you what's going on? And I was like, yeah.
And that was it.
I mean, he's like, yeah, I got some stitches that I gotta wait for. They said I can't go swimming for like 6 weeks, but he doesn't really swim anyway because it's like glue. But he's like, other than that, I'm fine. It's like, all right. But yeah, did your sister let you know what's going on? It's like, yep, she did. She's not happy about it. She's like, no one ever talks about anything in this family. And it's
That's great.
Yeah, it's like, because you freak out. You act like a spaz. So I get, it just, just that old man shit where you don't talk about nothing to nobody.
Yep.
You keep it to yourself.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I tell my kids anything either. Like, I don't think so.
Well, yeah.
Nothing,
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
Well, nothing bad has happened, but like, it's just yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why even worry anybody?
Yep. No point. No point in it at all.
Nope.
Keep it to yourself. You're a man. What's anybody going to do for you? What have they done for you up until this point? Nothing. What are they going to start doing for you now? Nothing. Keep it to yourself.
They'll send you one of those get well things.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah. They'll just make whatever you got worse. Start getting in your way, start bugging you, because all of a sudden now they want to spend time with you. It's like, oh, great. Now I get to be fucking annoyed by somebody who never wanted to spend time with me until they knew something was wrong with me.
Yeah. Now I got to entertain this fucker.
Yeah. It's about being a man. You don't want to spend time with nobody when you're an old man. You want to be alone because it's quiet. And as soon as you tell people something's wrong with you, you ruin your peace and quiet. It's better to die with a little dignity if you're going to do it. At least I didn't make this anybody else's problem.
There you go.
At the very least.
There you go. That was my granny. My granny always said that. She's like, I just don't want to be a burden on anybody.
Yeah. And it's like, well, we love you, Granny. She's like, nope. I love you too.
Not going to be a burden on you. I'll just go out in the woods. Just lay down.
Yeah, that's what they all say, but then they end up just dying in their house.
Yeah.
Like they know when it's coming. Like my mom says that too. And it's like, no, you're gonna be sitting in your chair.
Yeah.
and we're gonna find you.
I think at some point you just kind of get tired of living and you can just kind of let it go.
Every day, brother.
You just let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. You just go lay down in the woods for 8-9 days because your fucking timing's off.
Damn it, I thought I was dying. Now I'm just dehydrated.
Now I'm not going back.
I got it. But that's how dogs do it, they just go out in the woods and they just die.
Yeah,
they know.
Kind of have that internal clock. I don't think, maybe people do too. I don't know. But I don't know. What's Granny doing? She's just walking out in the woods and no one's stopping her.
Yeah. She don't want to be a burden.
Just wake up in the middle of the night. It's out there for 2 weeks while birds pick at him. But even I don't. I mean, she'd still probably let you know that something's going on. But I was thinking, even like, remember, fucking Norm Macdonald. He didn't tell anybody. He was sick and dying.
Nope.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta
ain't nothing nobody can do.
Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
You post about it on Facebook so a bunch of people who have, I was just thinking of you, and it's like, I bet you were. Keep it to yourself. But yeah, so that's the shows coming up. A few out of town shit, and then I'm gonna be hanging out with the family for a little bit.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
gonna go up there for Thanksgiving and
and
then just day
s- yeah,
till Christmas.
yeah, stay there through Christmas.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll just take my shit and work from up there, whatever.
I want to come up there. Let's do some shows in Detroit.
Okay. I mean, there's you can definitely do shows in Detroit, but there's a bunch of like good like small town kind of shit. There's a lot of fun shows around. Detroit would be fine too. It'd be it'd probably depend on the on where we did, but they'd be there's some weird fucking
We
weird
like weird.
weird fucking but like fucking like soft liberals fucking.
Oh.
They
Oh
probably
no.
they would probably wouldn't like the Hamas joke. Maybe they would, but I don't think sometimes it's like, oh, you guys are pussies
Yeah.
down here. But
Yeah.
it depends on you know. There's
Well,
313 is usually pretty good. You can get away with some stuff there, that's for sure. But yeah,
we kind of read the crowd
we'll
and
do that. There's some shows in Flint, dude. You'd fucking rip in Flint. They'd fucking love you.
we should.
They'd
You're
fucking
gonna
love
be up
you up
there
there.
for a while.
Yeah, I mean it'll be the winter too and the holidays,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Melissa Hager, she's I'm going to talk to her about some stuff. Even talking to Alex Price up in Indy, he's got a bunch of like Grand Rapids and shit, and it's like I bum around there, you know. We'll get some shit together. We'll go for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea. Is just do like a long run. I think we could probably put that together. A little Midwest thing. Do like 2 weeks maybe. Get like I don't know 10, 12 shows out of those days. We'll get it figured out. I got some things rolling around in my head. Yeah, yeah,
It'd be fun.
yeah. But yeah, everyone's just sick and dying up there. So I'm gonna go spend some time. Grandma had the heart attack last year. My dad's getting a defibrillator put in.
Oh man.
You know, and everyone else is just fucking hitting the sauce real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially with winter coming, people are gonna be fucking staying in their
Up,
homes.
yeah.
Fucking,
Up there, is it? Yeah.
slamming shit, dude. Glug glug glug.
Ah. I don't know.
Small town living.
Small town.
Small town. I'm gonna grab.
Try that in a small town.
Yeah, dude. Little Aldine.
Yeah.
True patriot, man.
He's a patriot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't lying.
Yeah. Hey. People have listened to him. Ain't nobody tried nothing in the small town, dude.
It's true.
They fucking took his word to heart.
Man, it's been like around here. You know what it is around here.
Oh,
everybody, you know. So anytime there's like a
Paradise.
big world event going on, all of a sudden everybody are out in the yard and they start target practicing. There's just guns going off all the time around here now with all this Hamas stuff. And it's just like, I don't know, like they think Hamas is going to come down this road. But
Dude,
I probably live on the safest
they
road in the world
They
right
might.
now
They
because
might,
these
though.
guys are ready. Whenever Russia invaded Ukraine, fucking guns just going off everywhere. It's like, yeah, Putin, come down this road. You know, Hezbollah, come down this road.
Yeah, but what's like the average age of people on that road?
Probably. What do you think, Casey?
Is it an older people, legacy type folks, been there for a long time?
There's some of them, but there's younger people in here too.
Okay.
There's some rental houses down through there, so you've got that kind of people, you know.
that kind of people.
That kind of people that rent a single wide trailer.
People who rent. What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying
I was thinking about.
they don't have their shit together yet. You know, maybe they're on probation. Maybe they just got out of jail, and they don't want to live in an apartment. You know, they find a single wide trailer out in the middle of the country, and starting over. I don't know.
Sounds like simple living to me.
Maybe.
Dang, dude,
But-
I didn't realize there was that stigma with having a fucking trailer.
I don't know,
on a
dude.
road.
Maybe that's just me. You know,
I mean,
when you're rent,
you've been around those types. I know trailer
yeah,
parks are known for that, but I always assumed if you had a trailer on a plot of land, you were doing okay.
yeah. But if you're renting, and it's $250 a month,
Dude, that's
uh,
I'd fucking do that.
okay,
That's a steal, man.
man, it's just you know,
oh, it's
it's,
probably not
they're
a
just doing their best.
yeah, yeah.
Jumping job to job, can't keep nothing nailed down.
Yeah,
But
that sounds like me a while ago.
yeah, okay. So they just got their you know, get a little cheap rent going on and
Dang, dude, I thought I was out
finding
there.
themselves.
I thought I was out there living the dream. Meanwhile, I was the equivalent of some fucking junkie in a
Yeah,
trailer,
yep.
quitting
Just
all
some meth
quitting all
head.
the jobs.
Just some meth head down the road.
Damn, I living the same life as that guy.
But
I was.
it kind of was without the meth.
Yeah, the van. That's even worse than the trailer. And then just quitting any and every job I felt like.
No, you was a free spirit, dude.
Yeah,
Living in a van.
that's what it
You wasn't
was.
tied down to nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, you kept it together. You took a shower and stuff.
I did do that.
Yeah. I mean, no, you was better than them. Just you was.
That's
Just
I like to think about it that way, but sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know, Monty.
it was a very calculated decision that you did, Joe. You knew what you was doing
Oh yeah.
and you did it responsibly.
Yep. Yep.
You didn't go into some kind of prostitution. You
Nope.
wasn't blowing dudes in a Walmart parking lot.
No.
You had everything under control.
Yeah, I did.
You wasn't spiraling down when you made this decision. You was spiraling
I
up.
yeah, yeah. I don't know about that.
Maybe you said fuck it all and you just got in your van and you left.
I think that's kind of how it was.
It was a little bit,
Yeah,
but
I think that's what happened, kind of.
it was still not because of drugs. It wasn't because of
No.
it wasn't because you couldn't afford an apartment. You
Yeah,
just didn't want
and I
to.
couldn't hold down a job. It's the fact that I didn't want to.
You didn't want to, Joe.
Didn't feel like it.
What was that? 2 years of your life? 3?
Close to 4-ish. Like
Really?
3.5, 4, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when the moment really, like, you just tired of living in a van? Is that what? Did you feel like you'd done everything that you could living in a van?
No. I just think being stable in a place in the van was like the worst thing. It was great being like moving and going and, not being in one place for too long or whatever. But once
Yeah.
you kind of get settled into like, down in Atlanta, I got, I was working a job, like a regular job. And it's like, oh, this isn't any good for anybody. You're just living in a van at that point, not really taking advantage of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just sleeping in a van in a city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Still doing the same daily routine.
yeah,
You're
but
missing the whole point
yeah,
of living in a van.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But I think, I don't know. It's been a long time on the road leading up to that. And I don't know. I probably needed some money. It took 3 months pretty much on the road straight, just about from the time I left Seattle to Atlanta was about 3 months, something like that.
What a fun chapter, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yep.
I mean, if you look back at it, it's probably like definitely the most interesting. I don't know if it was the most fun that you've had in your life, but definitely the most interesting.
It probably was,
chapter.
Man. It probably was. It was always an adventure. It was always getting to go somewhere. It was always on the move, which I like that, staying busy. I did it. I put it all together myself.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty proud of that too. You know, like I all the shows that I was doing was pretty much just booking myself and like reaching out
Yep.
and this, that, and the other. Uh, so yeah, I think it is probably the most fun and the most adventurous for sure.
Yeah.
It was great. I had a blast. Those 3 months in
I mean,
particular, but it's this thing staying in the cities like Seattle. It's like, you know, I'm just living in a van trying to work a regular job or some shit like that. Which now
I
might
can
be
never,
different
I
because
can never do it.
why not?
But I would like to. I think maybe doing it for a couple of weeks, but I don't think I could do it. I couldn't do it for 4 years. I don't think I would want to do it for. It's not that I couldn't. I just wouldn't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think that's most people.
But 2 weeks maybe.
Oh, sure.
Just head
You're
out.
just going on. You're just camping.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I want, Joe.
Yeah.
That's all I want of it.
You just want a vacation.
Just a little, just a little city camping.
2 week vacation, and yeah, that's pretty much what it would be. But it's fun. The in betweens is the fun. The getting to the place and like, especially
The
then.
journey.
Yeah, then too was like, you know, the money. The money was trying to stretch that too, and getting paid, you know, like $30 for some shows, and then getting like $150 for others, and getting to the next place, and this, that, and the other, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
That's
fun.
that's a challenge. Just living on shows.
Yeah, for the most
Bar
part.
shows.
Yeah, bar shows, and you know, just mostly independent rooms.
Yeah.
Not really any clubs or yeah.
No.
The maybe there was one in San Antonio, like a off the beat, smaller than Third Coast kind of place.
Right.
Yeah, there was a club, but other than that, it was breweries, bars,
Yeah.
shit like that, smaller theaters.
No, I couldn't
It's
do that.
fun, man. You encounter all sorts of chaos and weird people and
So if we go on the road
good
for
people,
2 weeks,
strangers, wanderers.
we just throw all of our money, leave all of our money at home, and just try to do it for 2
no,
weeks.
dude, we're old
from
men
nothing.
now. We're old men now. We gotta fucking book hotels and Airbnbs and shit like that.
Dude, you knocked it out of the park with that Airbnb in Columbus, Georgia. That
Columbus
was awesome.
one was good. We made that one work. But yeah, that's also where it's like I just feel like such a bitch nowadays. Getting
What?
getting Airbnbs and hotels. I got a fucking hotel in Marion, Illinois. It's 2 hours away. You don't think I could have drove back drunk? I could have. I fucking could have. But now I'm a fucking pussy. So I'm like, I better fucking stay here.
Do you remember whenever we did? Where was that show that we did? And I decided that I was going to stay the night. I was going to drink and not go back home. And me and you drove around Nashville for, it was like CMA Fest or something.
Was that
and we had to
either
drive around.
Fat Bites?
Yeah, we drove around for like 2 hours trying to find a damn hotel.
Yep.
And I was like, I could have already been back home by now.
Yep.
But
And they're like, no,
we did. We ended up having to go like down to Antioch to get a room.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we did.
God, was that?
But
was that a weekday or a weekend? Was that Spanky's? Was that after an open mic or was that a show?
it wasn't Spanky's. It was after Spanky's. It might have been Fat Bites, but no, I feel like it was like a weekday, like a Wednesday or a Thursday. But
maybe it was.
Because yeah,
I
feel like
I don't remember, but I do remember fucking just not finding,
just driving around,
not finding a place for it. No, we're full.
You were living in your van at the time.
Yeah,
I think you had your van.
Yeah, we could have laid head to toe.
We could have.
You know,
we could have,
but we didn't. It's a small bed.
Yeah,
but you know, get some shitty hotel. I think we did the same thing in Paducah too when we went up there.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't book a room ahead of time, and we're like, well,
no, we were running like last minute. We didn't have time.
Probably that was probably like Wednesday or
we
Thursday.
Just like, we'll do it. We'll do it after, and ended up getting that Nights In. Oh my God.
I
That
can't remember
thing.
the
I,
name.
s- I slept with my boots, my hoodie, everything on.
Full
It was
suit.
so
Full
gross.
suit. This is the first time I've seen
I
mothballs
called
in
it the
person.
Brown Recluse Inn on Facebook. But like you were just down to your underwear,
Yeah, dude.
just just loving it.
I gotta
Just
sleep.
wallowing in it.
I gotta be
It's
comfortable. I gotta be
just like a
comfortable when I'm sleeping.
yeah. Well, it was just too there was no way. I didn't want my skin touching that bed. I don't know. It was gross, Joe.
Fucking
But you
weak.
embrace it.
Weak. You're a weak person. You're afraid of
You're
it.
still alive, so I meant
Of course I am.
it's
You think I'm gonna get taken out by a fucking hotel room?
yeah.
No way, dude.
Yeah, get a black widow crawl in your ear, or a serial murderer run around Paducah.
Ah, that's not gonna be
He like
that's not gonna be the hotel room that kills you. That's gonna
oh,
be
he
a
likes
person.
standing. That's people of at their lowest. That's the ones they prey on. Staying a Night's In in Paducah.
A $30 room that y'all are splitting.
Those people ain't gonna fight back, dude. They've already give up. That's an easy kill. He's like the guy bust in the room, and you're just laying there, and you're like, yeah, might as well. Look where I'm at.
So judgmental against this Night's In. But maybe speaking of
There has
general,
never been a good Night's In.
Yes, there have. There's plenty. The one we stayed at was just fine. Hey, it was a place to stay.
It was a roof over our heads.
Yeah,
It was that.
yeah. And,
And
we did a show at a brewery. It's not
yeah,
like
we did.
we didn't want to spend all our money. So that's why you go to the Night's In. So you got fucking $20 a piece left to throw in the gas tank to get back.
Yeah, yeah.
I stayed at an econ lodge this weekend.
A new one, or was it an old one? Was it bad?
It is an old one. It wasn't. The room was fine. You probably would have fucking had a problem with it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, no, but it was nice. There was fucking slot machines inside.
What?
I didn't play
In the
any
lobby?
of them. They had like a slot machine room, like a casino room.
What?
Not a good one. I didn't check it out, but yeah, the hotels, the other one.
That was an option. You didn't get the slot machine room?
They're not in the rooms.
Oh.
They're like there's a room of slot machines. They're not in the lobby. Like it's its own.
okay.
It's its own fucking thing.
Off to the side.
Yeah, but it was behind like a like a fucking auto zone or whatever it is. So it's a little sketchy people.
Where was this at?
Marion, Illinois, outside of Carbondale, I believe.
So did you go do the slots?
No, I didn't. I went into the swimming pool, the public swimming pool. Or not the public swimming pool, but the hotel pool. Basically a public pool.
Yeah.
I went that. That was good.
You do like to maximize on the swimming pool. Anytime we stay in a hotel and they got a swimming pool, by God, you're using it.
I fucking like to get a swim in, dude.
You are using it. Pensacola.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, like parts, it was like, wasn't it like supposed to be enclosed, but there were like pieces of the glass missing or something? Like a storm had blown through and half of the glass was gone. Probably in the pool.
I thought that was in Mobile.
Mobile. Okay.
I think it was Mobile.
Yeah. Okay. But it was supposed to be enclosed, but like half the glass was gone.
Yeah.
But anyway, you enjoyed the pool. You're
Yeah.
out there. You're swimming.
It had a hot tub too. That was like a chilly. It was chilly in Mobile.
It was Mobile.
Dude, I don't know why people don't. Why wouldn't you use it?
Why wouldn't you? There's a goose in there. Why not?
If it's good enough for the goose, it's good enough for the gander,
Yeah, that's right.
You don't really swim in the public pool. You barely get in the ocean too.
I don't use public swimming pools.
Hotel
I like the
pools?
ocean. I like the ocean. I don't use I don't like public bathrooms.
Why? What is wrong with you? Why?
I can't. I have, but I really'd rather not.
Why?
Got to do the ass gasket on the seat.
Who's got the time?
It's been pushing it. It's been scary, but I cannot just sit down on the toilet. No way.
Why? You
Because
can. You're
some dude's
capable of doing
pimple
it.
bloody ass has been on it before me, and I don't want to get AIDS or herpes, whatever you can get off of it. I don't want it.
Who
I don't
gets
want to ask herpes,
who
Joe.
gets disease from toilets?
Uh, I'm sure it's happened. How could it not? If some
It
dude's
might
bloody
have
pimple
happened.
butt sat on that toilet and then
Who's
my
got a
butt
bloody
sits on it,
pimple butt?
a lot of people have got a bloody pimple butt.
Oh, are you talking like meth heads, like junkies? Is that what you mean?
No,
People
I'm
just
saying just regular
regular.
dudes, you just got
You
your
think
ass
people are just
gets
walking around with their
sweaty.
asses bleeding and then just shitting in
Yeah,
every public
yeah,
restroom
you
you've
just
ever
got
been to?
some fat ass businessman. He's been sitting in his car all day. His ass is sweaty. He gets pimples on it, and then he goes and plops down on the toilet seat, and the pimples bust. And now you got a little bit of blood and pus on the toilet seat. And then I go and sit down, and now I got his bloody pus ass juice on my. I don't want it. I don't want it,
Do you have
Joe.
open wounds on your ass too? Is that why?
I don't think so,
Well, then
but
you don't. I don't think you. You live in fear. You're afraid of germs and disease for some reason.
I,
You
uh,
sleep in boots in the hotel room because you're like, oh, I don't want to get bit by a spider or something else. And then you won't poop if you have to poop.
I don't know. And then here you are, just willy nilly,
Yeah,
just
dude.
stripping down naked.
I shit when I have to.
Yeah,
I don't have these rules of where. When I have to shit, I take a shit.
it's not as much as a rule as a belief. It's ingrained in me. It's
To be a coward and be afraid of
not
bloody pimple ass dude, as if that's a fucking thing.
to to stay away from nastiness as much as possible. Just gross nastiness. I try not to, Joe.
You're afraid of germs.
I'm afraid of nastiness, Joe. It's
How many times a day do you wash your hands?
a lot.
See, that's what I figured.
As soon as they start feeling like grimy and stuff, I can't handle it. You know, if I touch,
Anything probably.
it's yeah. I don't, and it sticks with me. Like I shook a homeless man's. He's my favorite homeless man, but I shook his hand yesterday, and I tried to play it off. I gave him a cigarette, and then he wanted to touch, and I did, and I thought, but I sat there and I talked to him for like probably 5 minutes, and the whole time it was like my hand was just burning from touching him. It was just I couldn't, and just as soon as I got back on the bus, I had to like a Lysol wipe, Clorox wipe. I couldn't. It was just I couldn't get it out of my brain.
It wasn't. It was like you used a wipe for like the interior, like an interior wipe, like to
Yeah,
wipe down the interior of something.
like a Clorox wipe.
Yeah,
That you would,
yeah,
that's in the.
yeah. That's probably
Yeah.
not fucking good for your hands.
It's probably not, but leaving his germs on there was I couldn't do it.
His germs are probably fine.
Probably, but
Fucking.
it felt like acid. The more I sit there and talk to him, the longer I talk to him.
Did you wash your hands after you touched Zeb? Remember last year at Sonny's?
Yeah.
Did
I don't think there was an opportunity. Remember, I had to do the show. I had to try to keep Zeb
you had to babysit?
calm down, and then I had to do the show. I don't think I did that
So you
time.
just went home without washing your hands?
I don't think that. I mean, Zeb doesn't like stink. You know,
Yes, he did.
he did.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
he did. He smelled horrible. He did. He did. He's a homeless guy. He smelled real bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And you're like, no, this one's fine.
I don't know. I
All
don't
right.
remember.
Okay. I'm just curious. I was just curious. I'm not trying to be a dick or
Yeah.
anything like that. I'm
No, it's probably
thought you had
it's
to wash your hands. You're the type of guy
I'm
who
sure-
washes his hands a bunch.
I'm sure
It's all right.
it's probably not consistent. There's not 100% of when I wash my hands or what what toilet seat I want. No, there's no way I'm sitting on a toilet seat, bare ass. But yeah,
How do you
touching
do it in a hotel?
in
Do
a
you?
hotel, I just have to trust that
It's clean and sanitized,
clean. Yeah,
but every other toilet's like, nah, this is definitely
a
not.
gas station toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
no,
they spend.
no,
You go to like a Love's or a Pilot. They spend a lot
no,
of time cleaning those bathrooms and toilets.
no, man.
I'll even do it in like you know,
A
a
trucker's
single
sweady
stall
ass just sat
shell.
on that.
Sure,
Oh
yeah. Come on, dude.
no.
Get some Patriot sweat on you.
Yeah, that that is the backbone of America. Them
Yeah,
truckers.
yeah.
Yep, they
Probably
keep
put a
America
little hair
going.
on your chest, getting some of that ass
That
sweat on
doesn't
you.
mean I have to kiss them in the mouth, Joe.
You don't have
I
to kiss them in
respect
the
what they
mouth.
do, but
I just would like
it's the
you
same
to
thing.
quit living in fear.
If I'm gonna sit on that toilet seat after he's just sat on it, I might as well just kissed him in the mouth. Just
That makes no
lick
sense at
his
all. That
face.
makes no sense.
It's it's bodily fluid
Was he got
touching.
blood and pimples in his mouth too?
It's at least sweaty. He's been sitting in that truck sweating his little ass off, big ass off.
Maybe not. I didn't get a sweaty ass this fucking drive. I just don't. It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of just the weak spirited people that's in our country
I've
nowadays.
never.
Because here's the thing: you're in the majority, Monty. You're in the majority in this situation where everyone's washing their hands and people don't like to use public toilets, but everybody's a pussy. You fuck.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you
But
sound
this
like
is
a
started.
you
This
sound
was
like
like
you sound like a liberal, Monty. You fucking
no,
yeah,
don't
dude.
say
You
that.
live in the
But this
liberal
is like high
lifestyle.
school. I would call if I had to poop really bad. I would call mom to come and get me, and I just go home for the rest of the day, than to have to
That's
poop at
insane. That's
school.
insane. That's insane.
Actually, I call my pa. My pa would come and get me.
You'd
Tell me my belly
skip
hurts.
you'd skip your education so you could go home and poop.
Yeah.
And your parents allowed this.
Oh, they would. I would lie. I would say, "Yeah, my belly hurts. Come and get me. And then go home, take a big fat shit. Some kind of explosive, probably.
This is the problem. This is why this is the problem.
Is it?
Kinda. I think anyway. Not you.
You shit at high school? You
Yeah.
shit in school?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
We didn't even have doors on the stalls at school. Everybody done ripped them off.
We did in elementary school, and I remember there was still a couple times where I didn't want to poop, but I had to poop. Doorless and all.
Elementary school.
But in high
no,
school, yeah, dude. Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, 100%.
Then we didn't have no doors on the stall.
We did in high school.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we did.
The girls' bathroom did. I remember one time I went into the girls' bathroom on accident, and another girl walked in, and I was like, "Is this the girls' bathroom?" And I remember her laughing. I run out of there. I was so embarrassed. I run out, running down the hall. I couldn't run fast enough, and I could hear her laughing. Still. But they had doors on their stalls. The girls' bathroom's nice.
The girls did in elementary school too, but the boys did not. But everybody else always had bathrooms or doors, excuse me. Maybe that's why you can't do it. Maybe you just always.
High school, we were like little animals. They just ripped the doors off. You couldn't keep them on there.
I didn't go to a school where people would rip the doors off the hinges. I went to a school where people hung themselves over the doors.
Yeah?
Yeah. They weren't ripping them off. They were just killing themselves
Hanging
with
themselves.
them. Yep.
Like doing the auto asphyxiation.
No, I think just ending their life for whatever reason. I don't think they were jerking
Okay.
off. I don't think it was jerking off.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
That would be weird. I mean, I guess both. However you end up there in that particular situation is probably a little bit weird.
Did you have a lot of suicide
But jerking off. No, it was just
in
one.
high school?
It was just, well, the one for sure. I can't remember. One in particular. And then some people after high school for sure. My neighbor, the kid I knew the longest, he did it. His brother did it. And then he did it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Imagine their family.
They live right.
God, their
Well,
parents.
they live with their grandparents anyway. So it was like, they were,
They were half loved.
I
My
think
granny
so.
loved me.
An
My granny loved me.
inconvenience. My granny loved me too, Monty. I mean, their granny did probably too, but she'd still hit them with a shoe and, you know.
They probably deserved it.
Yeah, maybe. They were, yeah. The grandparents were a mess. They were a mess. They'd be out there smashing their windshield, his grandparents' windshield with like a baseball bat and shit. Emotionally unstable. ADD, ADHD, but he'd take it to the next level because he probably didn't feel loved.
I mean, and we could have been enrolled that dice very easily.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
And you're just railroaded from the beginning.
Yeah,
you're never gonna,
Yeah,
you gotta. Everybody bitches and moans and think about that.
Yeah.
Think about being born. Think about being born in Palestine. Just being born in America alone, you've already hit the lottery. Because you could be living in a slum, eating grub worms out of the ditch.
Yeah, I mean, some people kind of are still, but it's all the hand you're dealt, And we all got fucking. Everyone's got issues anyway. It's all perception.
I know, but it's not as bad.
We just have less.
It's not as bad.
Well, no one's blowing up Cookville. It's getting getting bombed and
your life is not as bad as you.
Worms.
Everybody, it seems like there's so many that's like, woe is me.
Oh yeah,
look at my life.
Yeah,
but it's not that bad, especially if you're born in America. I mean, Jesus. Because it's so much worse in other places.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You could be a woman in Iran and have your vagina sewn shut.
Could be, but most likely be very attractive.
I would be.
No, the Iranian ladies, if you were a lady in Iran.
With your vagina shown.
Don't
they cut off their...
clitoris?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
I don't know.
I can't. There's probably some places that do.
Yeah,
but it's like it's like anything. It's like you hear.
I don't want the ladies having pleasure. It makes them slutty.
I mean,
you could be born there.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could be born with a place that has a little bit of class.
We could have been born into royalty, though, too.
Could have been. Probably not.
You could have been, though.
I guess so.
Here's the thing. If there's 8 billion people on Earth, and what's the population of the United States? 300 million or whatever? I mean, you've already hit the lottery just being born in the United States. Even if you was born in, like, some shitty state like Wyoming or Montana where it's just awful, you're still better off than... 90% of places in the world.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
most places. You got an opportunity to make something out of yourself.
There's nobody holding you back. Not here.
No. It depends who you talk to, but no, the land of opportunity.
No, there's not. I mean, people will bitch about it, but there's not. There's so many that have gone on to be successful. You can have Down syndrome and be a movie star.
Yeah, you can, but you still got to have Down syndrome. You do.
I'm just...
But even now, you don't even have to be... Dude, you can live anywhere in the world and still be like... Dude, I watch people with Down syndrome cook food all the time on the phone.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, and there's one guy, he rates the food. He just eats stuff and goes, dude, this is a chicken sandwich from Wendy's. 9 out of 10. And he's just kind of retarded, you know?
Just the happiest people in the world.
Yeah. Maybe we should. How would you feel about maybe faking retardation for fame and fortune?
Well, I don't have the features for the Down syndrome, I don't think. So I'd have to be autistic and fake.
You could be something.
I could be autistic. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, dude. I believe in you. I don't know. You can just have mild Down syndrome, you know? Like
Okay.
you can have Down syndrome and still be beautiful. Maybe that's what you're like, hey everybody, not everybody with Down syndrome's ugly. Look at me. I have Down syndrome. And I have great features still. And I like this corn dog. 7.7 out of 10. And then people just pay all sorts of money. And then you get product endorsements.
You know, I bet you that video of him rating that Wendy's sandwich got like millions of views.
Yeah.
Because of the simplicity that we love that brings us.
I think the one that really took off was like, I want to say like Olive Garden or something like that. Just some generic fucking chain. The breadsticks, incredible.
Yeah. We love that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Simple. Just there's so much going on in our lives.
Yeah.
There's all the technology and stuff, and just to watch somebody freak the fuck out over some breadsticks is just wonderful.
Yeah. But if like, it's weird because if that person wasn't like kind of retarded and was like,
just a
like
normal,
a beautiful, like a really good look, people would hate it. You know, people go, "What's that bitch eating breadsticks for?" We don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Having people like you, we've talked about it many times. People like something to be wrong with you just a little bit.
Yeah,
we like to elevate them.
Yeah,
and go, look, he's really achieving something, eating corn dogs in his car by himself. I go, this is 6.5, not so good.
You're telling me you wouldn't watch a hot lady eat a corn dog in her car?
No, I'd probably be mad at her for some reason.
like in her Mercedes G-Wagon,
because it's like too. It's like, I think because it's too easy, because that market is saturated. Where, dude, this, retards are getting phones now, and they're like, "Fuck, man, what do I do with this?" It's like, eat in front of it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a dude named Frankie McDonald on Twitter. He's got something, I don't know what it is, but he just he'll just scream like a siren and spin around in a circle.
I was watching this guy today. I don't know what's wrong with him, but his face is swollen like a baboon, and it's just him jumping off his trailer porch. It's like everything is swollen on him. I don't know what's wrong with him, but everything's swollen. He's not like there's something mentally wrong with him too. But it's just him jumping off his porch. He jumps off his porch. He makes it the first time, and then the second time he falls. And I watched it over and over. It was just something. His ankles gave out on the second jump, and he falls out of frame. It's just hilarious, and I just watched it over and over.
Did he break his ankles?
No, probably not. Okay. But, you can't hurt them people. You can hit them in the head with a shovel. It ain't going to.
You can't. Did you see the one where it's like it's a guy with Down syndrome, and it's his birthday, and he's dressed up like Stone Cold Steve Austin? And he fucking just takes 2 beer bottles, and they're like, don't smash those together. And he just fucking smashes the bottles together.
Oh my God.
Woo, doesn't get cut or anything like that. He's just standing ankle deep in the pool with 2 broken beer bottles, just fucking being Stone Cold Steve Austin. And
having the time of his life.
Having the time of his life.
Yeah. I don't know.
The simple things,
You're right. And that video probably wouldn't have been as good if the dude wasn't fat and swollen. You know, if it was some hot chick that jumped off the trailer porch and fell, I don't think I would laugh at that.
I might laugh harder.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't know. I do enjoy seeing people get hurt.
I do.
I think it's
It is.
funny. It's funny.
I will laugh first and ask if you're okay second.
Yeah.
If you fall down a flight of steps,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am I am in the floor.
I like
You
seeing
you run into a wall or anything like that, there's nothing funnier
you're in
than yeah. I'm
falling
I
from a
mean,
tree.
yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Do you watch people get hit by trains?
No. Come on now.
I like that. I think it's funny.
I do like watching somebody fall off a ladder.
I do.
You know.
I like them getting too close to a train and getting hit. I think it's hilarious. There's a bunch of them where people are trying to take selfie videos of like trains passing by and they want a good shot of it. So they're like
Yeah.
facing the camera, the train's coming, and they're like, this is going to look for a cool video. And they just fucking, as soon as the train comes by, it just hits them, camera goes flying. It's great. It's funny. You don't like that sort of stuff? You didn't watch the dude
You're
get.
saying like they're dead.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody, you
Yeah.
don't really survive the train,
No.
you know.
No.
But yeah, I think it's funny. So
No, I can't watch those.
you can't. Did you watch the guy get eaten by the shark?
Nope.
Damn, dude.
No, I can't.
You don't
I
watch
can't
that
do
type of stuff?
No.
Oh, I love it.
No.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny,
No. If I no.
or at least entertaining.
I can't watch death.
No,
Mm-mm.
you can't watch. You can't watch people shoot each other.
Mm-mm.
Damn. Dude.
Nope.
Do you watch fights? You watch people fighting, knocking each other out?
Yeah, I do like that.
You don't.
I get pumped up, don't you?
Okay.
You sit there and watch a backyard fight.
It
Dude, you just get so
depends.
Ugh.
It depends. Depends. Sometimes people get real hurt. I feel
Yeah.
bad. Sometimes I feel worse for people getting hurt in a fight than I do when they get hit by a train.
I don't watch those, so I don't know.
You want to?
No.
You don't want to? You don't like that? Why not?
No.
Come on,
No.
Monty.
No.
God, you're afraid
No.
of everything.
No.
You're afraid of toilets. You're afraid
That's
of.
twisted as fuck, Joe. I'm
That's-
not watching somebody die.
Will you watch it in a movie?
Yeah, but it's a movie.
Well, so is the fucking internet.
But most of the time, you know, if somebody dies in a movie, it's because there's a machine gun. It's something cool, you know?
You can watch that stuff too.
I know. But I think
Twitter's got
I don't
everything
think-
nowadays.
I would watch a war video. I think that stuff's cool. But go out in a big explosion, you know? That's pretty cool. But getting hit by a train, getting eaten by a shark, the
Yeah.
guy's just sitting there yelling, screaming.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it's pretty neat.
No.
I've
Sitting
never.
there listening to the guy scream,
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before.
eaten alive.
Yeah,
No.
and it's weird because it was like, dude, there's so many different things going on. It was in, I forget where it was. It was the Red Sea. I want to say it was in Egypt. I think it was Egypt, and it was a Russian guy. But there's like I don't know, like a patio. Like people were just eating, enjoying their lunch or whatever.
Patio.
Yeah, they're like on a patio. It's right next to the water. So people are like enjoying themselves.
They're on land, but a shark is like,
It's right next to the water.
yeah.
So I don't think it was, I mean, it might have been somewhat shallow, but the music playing in the background was like this eloquent piano, like dances with wolves or whatever. So as this guy's getting thrashed around by the shark, fucking screaming for his papa, there's this beautiful music playing in the background. And it's absolutely, and also, because you've probably seen like shark attack videos. There was the one where there was like the lady surfer and she got her arm bitten off, but you don't really see like it bites it and takes off. This fucking shark ate that motherfucker entirely. It just kept coming back and kept eating him. And then right at the end, after, because he keeps like popping up above the water, and then all of a sudden he stops popping up, and that's when the rescue boat pulls up. Like,
Oh my God.
just
No.
missed him.
Man, that's some quick response though. The rescue boat could be there. Cause what are we talking?
Well, I didn't mean it was like an actual rescue boat. It was just like some fucking just Egyptians in a fishing boat.
Somebody did show up. Cause what? How long did it take the shark to eat him? Like a minute.
Maybe not that long.
Yeah. So
I can send it to you. We can time it out. You don't, God, man. It's fascinating. I've never seen anybody get eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
Except Jaws. Did you see Jaws?
Oh, I love Jaws. Jaws is my top 5 favorite movies.
I've
watched Jaws 1,000 times.
You like it when it's fake, but you don't like it when it's real.
No, because the screaming, they don't do that in the movies. They don't do like the legit screaming.
Yeah, they do when the fucking guy slides into Jaws' mouth in the first when he got the boat bitten in half, whatever that scruffy dude's name is. He's screaming.
You know, it's not long. I mean, it's just, a couple of seconds.
It wasn't that long either for the fucking guy in Egypt.
Did you watch the beheading of that dude? Remember a long time ago, it was like a reporter or something.
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd watched that. I never watched it.
Yeah.
Because they did it like to cut through.
I like to know what's going on.
It would take a lot. It takes a lot to saw through everything that's in your neck.
Yeah.
And they just did it while, no way.
Yeah. It's hacking
I think
away.
I listened to the audio. They played it like on the radio or something. I heard the audio, but I didn't.
Oh, dude, you can find ones with like the Mexican drug cartels using chainsaws, dude.
No,
that's horrible. It's been a long time, but that's a bit much.
Horrible.
Did you ever watch One Guy, One Jar?
No.
Oh,
what is that?
A guy sits down on a glass jar.
Oh yes, I did see that.
In his ass. And then then it breaks and he bleeds from his ass. That did kill
him too, didn't it? He bled out.
I imagine so.
I think he bled out.
Early days of the internet, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. One Guy, One Jar. Remember Rotten.com? Was that around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of that stuff was like people playing with poop and stuff. It's like that's a bit much, There's some stuff out there where it's like, this is fucking I don't want to watch people playing with poop.
Yeah.
Too much.
It's out there, I know.
It's not for everybody. And it definitely fucked me up, I'm pretty sure. Desensitized to those types of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny. It's still funny. I don't know why, but it is. It's interesting to see. It's interesting the ways to see how people die. Because everyone has this idea that we all just get old and die in a bed, But sometimes a loose fucking tire is coming down the road for some reason and fucking split you right between the eyes.
Yeah, dude. You never know.
Get eaten by a shark. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about that during Shark Week either. That's something I don't like. They're like, oh no, sharks are just fucking friendly and nice and they don't ever hurt anybody. And it's like, well, I saw one eat
beautiful beast.
Eat a motherfucker. They're like, no, they don't like to eat people. They just bite them and let them go. It's like, it fucking ate this guy entirely. You need to address it, but they don't.
No, they don't.
They always are like, we got to protect them. And it's like, I don't think we do. I fucking terrified of sharks, dude.
Dude, do you know that sharks, I heard this on Joe, sharks are older than trees. Like, sharks are been around longer than trees. You're not going to kill them. They have lasted this long. We cannot kill them.
There wasn't a tree before sharks.
But that's what, scientists who can prove them wrong, but it's fascinating.
Because I know sharks are prehistoric, but I thought there was vegetation.
Not trees, maybe some bushes. They hadn't got that big yet.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. Who is this? Who said this? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's interesting if it is
Is it not? Is it not
true.
fun to think
But it
about?
also
Though?
is just like, yeah, dude, they were around before trees.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Were they around before crocodiles and alligators?
I don't know, man. I feel like they're the same time, wouldn't you?
You'd think. I don't know.
You think alligators are older than sharks?
They look more like a dinosaur,
They
but
do look
I
more.
guess it was more.
They look older.
You got to think fish. Fish were around before dinosaurs, right?
Well, that one thing that I told you, that wolves and whales are the same thing. Just one went this way and one went this way.
Yeah.
Same animal. So I don't know. But we did crawl out of the ocean, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it had to start as maybe sharks. Maybe sharks have been around longer than trees.
So what do you think if wolves
I
and
don't
whales are
fucking
the same thing? What do you think the land equivalent of a shark is? Would that be a crocodile or
Like
an alligator?
when that split off, like what did the shark?
What would that be?
Well, you wouldn't
a
think
lion,
you wouldn't
a
think
tiger.
a whale would turn into a wolf.
That's what they said.
What if they became like giraffes or something? A shark went from
Giraffes.
they split off, and it's a shark. It's a great white, and then it's just a stupid ass giraffe.
Yeah. Well, in dinosaurs, birds are the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So it don't even have to be close. You could take a shark, and the land equivalent is a sloth, because it don't even make sense. Don't even make sense. If dinosaurs are birds now, it doesn't even.
Well, they kind of look alike, I guess. The wolf and the whale, I don't understand. You think they'd be bigger. You think it'd be like an elephant or a rhino or a hippo, but it's a wolf.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. That could be like whatever it is, the 5 degrees from Kevin Bacon, where people are like, well, the wolf is related to this, and this is related to this, and this is related to whales. So a wolf's a whale.
They could, but
because that sounds awfully fishy.
It's interesting. Who knows?
You know what else came from whales?
What?
Lizzo.
What's Lizzo? That lady?
Yeah. The big old,
that girl?
The big old fat flute player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought you'd be hit with what Lizzo is.
Oh man, sorry.
It's all right.
No, I can see that.
I'm gonna pee.
I can see that.
I'm gonna pee and get some coffee real quick, Monty.
I mean, we're almost at 2 hours.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
We can end if you want to.
We can do that. Well, I'm still gonna pee. I'll still talk to you for a minute, but I guess so. I can't see any time or anything, and I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, it's 1:46.
1:46. So that's like an hour and a half.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
We can end it there.
Okay.
We can do another one in 2 weeks.
You had your fun?
I did.
Okay,
Did
good.
you?
Yeah, it was great. I just didn't. Yeah, we don't have to do it.
We solved. I felt like we solved everything.
I didn't. It seemed like 40 minutes. I thought we just had gotten started.
No.
Talking about nothing. Well, you want to tell?
We can do that. We could do a podcast that probably lasted 6 hours.
No, we ain't got to ruin a good thing. Do you have anything you want to tell the people about?
No.
No.
I think no. I just got little stuff going on, but nothing.
Okay.
Nothing to talk about.
Okay. You streaming yet, or are you just playing your video games by yourself?
Oh man, Starfield. God, man, that's been a time suck. But they've done the updates now, and they've just ruined it. Everything's bugged out, and you can't complete anything. So I think that romance is done.
But you're not streaming it. You're supposed to be streaming.
I know, but there's so much. That's not an action-packed game, and it's solo.
None of them are. They watch other people play video games, Monty. No one who does that is looking for action.
I think so. Call of Duty's a good just action all the time.
You're watching somebody else play it.
Starfield, you're just like, I've been just like surveying planets and that's not fun to anybody to watch. Me gathering fauna and flora and resources.
I guess.
Nobody cares about that.
I guess so. Well, you got nothing going on. What you are doing, no one wants to see. So.
Right. Yeah. You come to my show, I'm going to ruin your time.
Oh yeah, I guess
a lot of Hamas philosophy.
Well, thanks for doing the podcast, Monty.
Absolutely, Joe.
We'll bring you back real soon.
Yeah.
It was great.
Thank you.
All right.